Guys, I know I can't be the only one. Y'all are with me, right? And when I say y'all, I'm talking about, I would hope, the majority of us. We all sit back and we do what humans are supposed to do. We watch, analyze, and think for ourselves. And we are watching potentially the greatest mass thinking group sector enragement that I think I've ever seen in my lifetime, potentially y'all's. I mean, I know there's some things in the past that could rival it, I'm assuming. But you got one side bomb threatening over words and lies. You got another side sitting outside of a damn golf course, potentially getting inside information to even know that Trump, for instance, was even at this golf course because it was an off-the-whim kind of event. It wasn't necessarily planned, so how could this guy even know this stuff? And in his own right, the guy's an extreme on the other side. So one side's bomb threats, a group of people willing to just go out there and do whatever their guy says to do. And then on the other side, you got a little bit more of a smart manipulational ploy. You got little snark jabs and things from Kamala and the left to paint an extremely horrible picture of Trump to some of these extremely left-leaning people who will then go on their own and act alone and try to do these things on their own to take down the menace, the problem. It's very interesting how one side is blaming an individual and another side is blaming a group, it seems like. At least that seems to be the case. But that is kind of the difference between authoritarianism and totalitarianism. For those who don't know it, that is extremely, those are two of the bad. When you hear the bad labels of the extreme right or the bad labels of the extreme left, those are the two definitions of the ultimate negatives as far as the governmental situation would be concerned. The extreme left, totalitarianism; the extreme right would be authoritarianism. So it's very odd how they're playing that, which I guess they're staying true to the spectrum when they do that, when they blame a single individual versus blaming a group or a set of people. And it's just insane. Am I the only one out here that's looking at both of this, both the sides of this game, not only saying that like both sides are kind of extremely insane and irrational in some of their points and some of their reasons and some of their rhymes for why they do things, but it's also weird how both sides sliver in some truths that really actually matter and things that do need to get changed, and then both sides also antagonize the support groups and antagonize the defense groups that they don't like. So it's like they know what the other side doesn't like, so they'll jab it a little bit here. And they know what their support system likes, so they'll tell the support system, here's how they're jabbing us. So it's like a very interesting, this is, when they talk about there ain't left, right, it's top, bottom. It's a very interesting scenario where you got a situation where you see multiple characters on these screens and people playing very intricate roles in basically coming up to the ant pile and just knocking the son of a bitch over and causing chaos. So, once again, I'm the question is, am I the only one sitting here in the middle looking at both sides? The aggressive daddy, the uncaring, living in a dream mom on one side and saying, hey, these parents that we got here are doing a really bad job at getting along. Am I the only one saying that? That if the Democratic and Republican Party, no matter who wins this presidency, there's still the House and the Senate, and they have to vote on laws, and there has to be a conglomerate agreement to make anything change, to make anything happen. That's how our system's set up. We're looking at mommy and daddy here, these two sides, and they ain't getting along at all. How are they ever gonna fix or do anything correctly? This is a very bad relationship. And I don't know if it's a reflection of society, but geez, I sincerely sit here and think that I cannot be alone in seeing this or thinking this or having these opinions on the situation. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, y'all put it in the comment section. A lot of people think I'm all against Trump. I would rather Trump win. Like I said all this time, I want to vote for you, Trump. But when you start lying about cats and dogs being eaten, and then there's bomb threats into the community that you're talking about, and you are partially responsible for that, just like people say, oh, well, these people trying to kill Trump, the left-wing media, they're responsible for that. Okay, well, then there's responsibilities for extreme, insane actions based on fallacies and lies, right? So I have to ask, and once again, I'm making this point because it's like, I know in the racist community, it's a bunch of Trump people who I see that are on this extreme side, and I'm seeing what I'm seeing and explaining to you right now, and I'm like, guys, come on, back her down. Look at the rational ideology here. Think for yourself. Stop getting into the group or the bubble. Just stop. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think? Am I the only one? If you are not, or if we are not the only ones, put in the comment section with what you see and what's wrong. I think the problem with this is that if there's more people out there who see this like me, we have to start speaking up and saying, hey, guys, y'all are both fucked up. We got to start, taking them out of this trans thought process, this translucent kind of hypnosis situation they're in, and waking them up, because if these two sides get too extreme, we're all going to have to literally live with it. And I don't know who's done the research on how domestic issues start in countries, but this is how it goes traditionally. And most of the time, if you don't understand history, it will repeat itself. That's why I'm speaking up. That's why I'm trying to say something. I think if there's others out there who think like me, we need to start saying something too. And I just hope that people out there, I get it. I like what Trump is trying to say and do in the business and the policy and all this stuff. But man, if he keeps doing and saying like he's saying, he's going to lose naturally, in the left in the same damn right. Y'all got some shit that's really fucking stupid. Really dumb. And I could see why no matter what Trump says, people are going to vote for him because of the crazy fallacies that y'all are trying to pull off. It's insanity to me. So, I just hope that people wake up a little bit. Do not enact on the antagonization. Do not enact on the play, the setup, the scheme. Because that's kind of what I see. It's all, in a weird way, it's all kind of set up to just make everybody question everything, not believe everything. And when they go outside, be mad at somebody in the world that they've never met, got to know, or even shared a sentence with, simply because a television screen or a phone told them to. And that's scary. We're getting away from individualized thinking, which is our strength. I don't care how hard you hit the gym, how many injected lips you get, and how many fake titties you have, or how skinny or tall you are. Your strength as a human being on earth is your mind. And to see that being taken away, especially in this political spectrum that we are dealing with in today's society, to see that strength being fucked with bothers me, and it should bother you too. We got to start saying something, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I got stuff to do. I got things to create, do, go see. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. This is very extreme, crazy times. And I think that a lot of the silent majority, which I think is a lot of people who are looking and seeing and thinking like me, need to start speaking up. We need to stop being so scared, stop being insecure, stop being all the things that the system has bred us into feeling and thinking, and start voicing our opinion, or these opinions out here are going to be the ones that enact our reality that we have to deal with. And that's scary. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.